go. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It's Magic People, Magic Drink Time, our favourite part of the week, Sunday evening. Thank you for giving up your time to be with us. We know that we have somebody on from India, but for those of you who have just joined, please could you just pop in the chat where you've come from, because that's nice for us to know that we're reaching far-flung parts of the globe, as we are trying to build an amazing community to spread the news and the joy of this amazing drink that we have in our hands. So my name's Sonia Greaves. I am in Manchester in the UK, and I've been a part of this community and the Prove It company since the 1st of June this year. I alighted upon this magic molecule, and for the uninitiated, this ketone drink has come about because it was discovered and the molecule was isolated to help it was actually the Navy SEALs, but the American military commissioned an amazing scientist to find and create something that would be useful for the military to use to be able to do their jobs, maintain energy, alertness, and do their jobs effectively. And this is what has come about. We've got this drink, and that's why we call it the magic drink, because it is creating a lot of magic across the world for many, many people. I found out about it on the 1st of June and started using it myself and had an amazing experience. And after 17 years of doing my job and looking at many, many ways of finding answers to questions for people who have health challenges, I found this to be a really, really effective energy source that was a catalyst to help people get to where they want to be in their wellness journey. So I introduced it into my practice. I got to know about the business and decided to set it up as a business to support my practice also. And consequently, I have met all of these amazing people, including yourselves, on this call this evening. So without further ado, I am going to introduce to you a lady called Natasha, who is, I don't know how long Natasha has been involved with the company or even taking the drink, but she's going to tell you a little bit about her story, and then you can get to know a little bit more about the product. Natasha, can you show yourself?
Drinking ketones since June. Suffered with lack of motivation, concentration, so I would be restless really easily. Used to suffer with tightness in my chest through like tension, and struggled to sleep. And since drinking ketones in June, I've done a big life change, big U-turn, and now I'm a stone down, which is an added bonus. I wake up every morning full of energy, full of focus, ready to take on the day. And I have a confidence in myself and life that I have never had before. And for me, it's just been a massive help for not only myself, but I've now got family members that take and drink ketones for their own issues, and they can't go days without it. And it's been able to slot really nicely into my life because I can learn about the business and learn about the product while being a part-time worker and a student.
So fabulous, that's great. And so for me, in my experience, since I've been involved with the company, is hearing stories like that every day. Aside of the fact that people will contact me because they might see me on social media and tell me what they think and how their experience has been, I've been having those personal experiences with my patients and family and friends. So that's why we've all come together, so that we can spread the stories, spread the information, and allow people to understand that there is something there that is useful, helpful on a lot of levels, not only on an emotional level, a physical level, a financial level. It's a tool that people can introduce into their lives to help support them and make changes that are really, really necessary. So thank you, Natasha, again. No Chandini, I'm going to ask you to pop in now. I know Anthony, would you like to pop on and just tell us what you wanted to say about your social media experience?
Yeah, hello everyone.
Can you hear me?
First of all, thank you so much for joining us from around the world. Seriously, Sundays are a huge blessing that we take time out of our family days and gather together from all corners of the world to have a conversation about wellness, about business, about getting better, doing better, all around this incredible disruptive product, all around this beautiful collective company. And I wanted to talk about, first of all, if you haven't seen The Social Dilemma, you should go and watch it. I think it's important to stay on the upfront of, you know, things that are happening in the world, not to get too obsessed with what's happening in the outer world, but to sort of know and listen to what people are saying as far as technology, social media, business, you know, issues politically. It's good to just be tapped in and aware. One thing I wanted to suggest about the social media is that whether we are shy or not shy, whether we're good at it or not good at it, whether we don't like it or like it, I think as far as the ability for us to come together and express what we believe in, what we stand for, what we live, it's actually a very wonderful, accountable way for us to sort of share our legacy and our lifestyles to help empower other people. You never know who you can come across. You never know who you can touch with, not even just about this business, but about what makes you happy in your life, what makes things work for you in your life, what challenges you've been able to overcome with tools and practices in your life. It's a great way of giving back to your life to a greater audience. And at the same time, it's a wonderful way of expanding our reach. So, you know, if we all band together and ask each other's questions and get on training calls, you know, during the week for people that are in this business, I think that we can really start to have great results in not only helping other people, but creating more community in our own circles and in our own reach. I know that Dustin Schaefer is really good at TikTok. I'm so clueless about TikTok, but I'm trying to get my beak wet with it. I feel like I do so much on social media anyway that adding another thing seems like so crazy to me. However, apparently TikTok, the algorithms are open, which means that you get to post something and more people will see it than on other platforms that are regulated, where you kind of have to either have a built-in audience or you have to pay for advertising. So monetizing and capitalizing on the opportunity that we have just for a short time, because I'm sure TikTok will also start to monopolize on the thousands and millions of people in its audience so far. It's really a good idea to get onto TikTok and start to put things up. Dustin Schaefer himself, you know, he's a lovely man. For those of you who don't know him, he's a wellness expert. He's a ketone expert. He's one of the founding participants in this company. He's very successful. He's a loving family man, and he knows what he's doing. He went on TikTok. He only had a few followers, and then apparently he did some, because he does exercises. That's what he's known for on his social platforms. He did some push-ups wearing stiletto heels, and he called it something like how strippers do push-ups. And the thing where, I mean, he was just like a normal guy, a dad doing push-ups in his living room, you know, wearing stiletto heels. It went up to 35,000 followers, like literally overnight. And now he's got this whole tribe of an audience, whether they like the ketones or not, whether they're participating in this business or not, have been captivated by his message. So we all have an opportunity to live our legacy, live our lifestyle that is proactive. Everyone that is interested in this opportunity, everyone on this call, everyone drinking ketones is a health and wellness advocate. So as advocates of positivity, of health, of wellness, of vibrance, and abundance in all areas of our lives, I think that we can utilize these platforms instead of looking at the bad things about them. Let's infuse good things. So that's all I wanted to say. Thanks, Sonia.
You're welcome, darling. Well said. Okay, so it's a really good point, really valid, because I think, like myself, a lot of people are not used to it, but this whole period of time that we're living in, everybody has been thrown onto the social media spectrum, and we do need to get used to it and learn to use it well. So at the moment, I would like to introduce my lovely friend Deepa, who's just going to talk us through another element of our business where people can get free ketones, which I'm sure everybody really wants to find out how. So welcome, Deepa.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for that nice little intro there, Sonia. I hope you've all had a great Sunday. Honoured to explain a very simple part of the business, to be honest. And I know you've probably had bits and bats of information today. So, look, it's really simple. The company does not try to recruit a shed load of promoters that they just want to go out and blindly sell this product. The product is a good product. We're really very fortunate to have an incredible product anyway. But the whole point of the business and the fact that it has these morals and these values to try and help people become the best versions of themselves is why they have decided to go down a more customer acquisition route, which means that they want to try and get this in the hands of as many customers as possible. There's no real benefit if you're a promoter or a customer, to be honest. The best thing about it is you're all at benefit. Okay, so if you're a customer, you still can get rewarded for talking to other people and sharing your experience and the product. And as a promoter, you can do exactly the same thing, to the point where actually, if you did not become a promoter, you would still get the product at the same price as if you were a promoter. That's how good this company is. There's a level playing field out here. What does that tell us? That tells us that the company is not just trying to get a shed load of people out there, just literally banging out this product. It's just mad. And there's a lot of MLM structures for those that might not be familiar, multi-level marketing, or what we like to call a community-based concept, which is where we're trying to build communities. We're trying to share experiences. We're not just talking about the product. We're talking about what else they're experiencing with it. How are they hydrating? What are their movements like? What kind of exercises are they doing? Are they sharing all these recipes with each other? All of these things that makes this unbelievable movement in the wellness world something that's going to basically blow up. So we are at a really cool time right now where we've only just launched in June. We're very new. So this is an opportunity for anybody that wants to A, make a difference to their own lives, and B, wants to make a difference to other people's lives, to really listen and understand and just take the plunge. Like literally take the plunge. Try the product, that's all you got to do. So there's lots of people that have got different things that they want to do in life. Somebody might just want to take the product, and that's absolutely fine. Somebody might want to take the product and for them to get free ketones. Well, I'm going to explain exactly how you can do that. Okay, so if you're a customer, I'm just going to screen share really quickly because I am one of them that needs to see things as opposed to just be able to listen to someone. So if I just show you here, whether you're a customer or you're a promoter, this is pretty much the same thing. You can be someone that basically joins and you buy the product. So everybody does that because we have to try it. You would then want to join and get onto the SmartShip program. The SmartShip program, a little bit American, so we'll UK that and we'll call it a loyalty-based program, which basically means that if you've tried the product and you love it and you want to be able to share it with people, why are you not going to get rewarded for that? So you can stay as a customer and have this same experience happen. This means that you join onto a SmartShip, which means that once you've bought your product and you've tried it, you then will get the product every month thereafter on a direct debit, which basically will get your product to your doorstep. Now, if you talk to 2 more people and they try the product and then they want to go onto a SmartShip into this loyalty-based program, then all of a sudden you will get your ketones for free. Now, initially you might think, well, I don't want to have the pressure of having to think about getting anybody else on a SmartShip. But there's still a benefit for you to be on the SmartShip, on the loyalty-based program. The reason why we try and encourage people on the loyalty-based program is because they get 22% off. So they're already getting the product at a discounted rate. Not only that, after the 3rd time your SmartShip processes, you will get a surprise box for free. So technically you will have had 4 boxes for the price of 3. Now you can be a promoter and do that, or you can be a customer and do that. Okay. Once you then have had the product and you want to recommend it to 2 other people, as a customer, you will have your own login details and you will have your own referral link. So this is the first time ever in an MLM structure that I know of where customers are getting rewarded in exactly the same way as promoters are. So with your referral link, just as a customer, you can give that to your auntie, your mom, your friend, your neighbor. somebody that you know from work, and they will buy the product using your referral link. Still, you're only a customer, and they will be able to get the product. And then if they decide to go onto a smart ship, they too will get the 22% off. So this is how it works. If you manage to get 2 people onto a smart ship on a monthly direct debit, you then get your ketones for free. The only thing you have to pay for is the shipping. So that bit you have to cover. Other than that, so it's very simple. But the thing is, you all 3 have to be on a smart ship for you to get free ketones. Okay. If you don't go on a smart ship, you could just get your 22% off and stay on a smart ship and get your product every month at 22%. That's one option. Second option is you talk to 2 other people. They love the product. They want to get on the smart ship. All of a sudden, your product becomes free. And then your customers could do the same. So you could find, and at that point, you need to ask yourself, well, you know what? I'm actually talking to so many people. I need to become a promoter. So it's as simple as that. This pretty much tells you in the diagram what you're looking at. So this is you on the smart ship. You refer 2 people on the smart ship. Product is free next month. And then every month after that, providing you stay on the smart ship and your customers stay on the smart ship. Now, listen, it's a lot of information. So if you refer back to the person that's invited you to the call, they will be able to give you that info. They will also send you this so you can see for yourself exactly what's going on. But it's a very simple way of people experiencing the product. And we try and encourage this because everybody has a different experience. Some people will see results straight away. Some people take a little bit of time. So to encourage this kind of process for them, where they have some time to get used to the product, to help your body adapt, to then start to see the changes, for people to see your changes, for them to ask you what you're doing, and then for you to say, well, this is what I'm doing. And guess what? Actually, as a customer, I can give you my referral code and you can get the product. And then you'll get it at 22% off as well. There's a discount. So there's lots of reasons why people need to consider this as an option. And obviously, every 3rd time that your smart ship processes, the 3rd month, you're going to get an extra box anyway. So you could even use that box if you're feeling generous and give a couple to your friends or your family members and get them to buy just 5 days worth. And that way you're able to then get them to experience the product, and you can share the fact that you are already on this loyalty-based program and it's worked for you and you're living testimony of it. So they will automatically join on that same premise. So that's basically it in a nutshell. I hope that was as simple as I could make it. If anybody's got questions, feel free to throw them into the chat. This is what I love about this company, and it's the reason why I joined, because they're thinking about everybody. They don't just want to, although don't get it twisted. This is blowing up in the UK, EU, 23 countries already globally. So, we're not messing about. But it is going to expand, and you don't want to be that person that heard about Apple, however many years ago, and then went, oh, shikes, I should have bought shares then, I should have got involved then, and I didn't. Don't be that person, because this is exactly the same. The business is running at literally, honestly, 200 miles an hour, and it's going crazy. So, within 5 years, they've hit $1 billion. Okay. Just to give a comparison, Facebook did it in 6. And you can see just from that. So, and they're envisaging there being, $1 billion a year there on in. So these guys are not messing about. Our ambition is huge. You need to jump on it now. As Chandani says, get on the rocket and let's just fly together and let's make a big difference with something as disruptive as this, which, although it's disruptive, very simple. Put it in a drink, mix it with water, and off you go. There's no strict diet, there's no protocol with it. You can make it as simple as you want or as specific as you want, depending on what your goals are. And that's what this is all about. So I'm hoping that this has inspired you to jump on the train with us and get going. And I'll hand it back to Sonia, unless anybody's got any questions, then feel free to let me know. Oh, there you go. there's already people on the call that are telling me they've never paid for ketone since they joined, me included. So I forgot that bit. Sonia.
Thank you. All I can see is this. Do you want to switch the screen back? Do I need to do that?
No,
Can
I'll
everybody see me?
There you go. You're back.
Thank you. Thank you. Now I can see people. Okay, so that was amazing. Thanks, Deepa, because even I, who am involved, can never get that quite right in my brain. So hopefully it's answered a lot of questions for everybody else. Nothing else really from me. I'm just wanting to say that we are in the midst of starting and creating a new life, a new way of being, and answering a lot of questions for people to make their lives easier, better, better and better, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. It's exciting, it's new, it's sexy, it's real, and the company has got integrity, and in this moment in time, that's a lot to take on board and be grateful for. So thank you all for your time and your energy, and revert back to the person that invited you to the call if you have any more questions, and we're all here to answer them for you. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.